In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the 17th century, where gossip and fashion met at a crossroads with witch hunts. Ever wondered what it took for a lady to get the witchy woman label back in the day? Hold on to your pointy hats because we're about to unearth the quirkiest criteria that once got women in quite a magical pickle. Number 1. Being a woman. Are you a woman of any kind? If so, you're probably one of the devil's many hell brides. Since the medieval period, an aspect of the female has been associated with the witch. For thousands of years, people have believed women to be more susceptible to sins than men. And sinning is a clear indication of devil worship. In Salem, of the 19 people hanged for witchcraft, 5 were men and 14 were women. Historically and sadly, the numbers dramatically favor accused women over men. Number 2. You cannot support yourself financially. The poor, homeless, and those forced to rely on the community for support were among the most vulnerable and often accused of witchcraft. Sarah Good, who hanged in 1692, was extremely disliked and distrusted by her own neighbors because she wandered from house to house begging for food. Number 3. You are a rich woman. If you're a woman living this life without any additional support, you probably also have something to do with the devil. Any indication that a woman could live without the help or supervision of a man raised alarm. Between 1620 and 1725, women without brothers or sons to share their inheritance comprised 89% of the women executed for witchcraft in New England. Number 4. You have one or more woman friends. A note to all popular teens and the cast of Sex and the City: a group of women congregating without a male chaperone was deemed a coven meeting to worship the devil. You wanted to have a slumber party back then? Don't even think about it. Number 5. You are very old. Older women, both married and unmarried, were extremely susceptible to accusations. Rebecca Nurse, for instance, was in her early 70s when she was tried, convicted, and put to death for being a witch. Number 6. There was one particular job that put women at risk of being accused: healers. One woman named Margaret Jones was executed in 1648. She had warned people that if they didn't do her prescribed treatments, they'd keep being sick, which today we would say is just common sense. Number 7. Having few or no children. The devil cursed your unholy womb with infertility. Plus, if your neighbors and their 6 children are suffering in any way, they almost certainly believe the jealous crone living next to them has hexed their home. Number 8. You have a mole, birthmark, or even a third nipple. Any of these found on the body could be interpreted as the devil's mark. This is also where the witch's familiar, usually animals, like a dog, cat, or snake, would attach itself to her to drink her blood. Wow, I didn't know this one. Number 9. Butter or milk has spoiled in your fridge. Several testimonials against witches mentioned spoiled dairy products in connection with the accused. Be honest about the condition of your fridge before you continue. If any of the local cows aren't producing milk, that's probably your fault too. And finally, number 10. Do you have an unusual companion, like a sassy black cat or a grumpy toad? I bet you already knew this one. If your furry or scaly friend raises eyebrows, you're halfway to being a witchy legend. And that, my friends, is all for today. Have a spooky Halloween. Goodbye.